welcome back. Great news today. Today is a day that everyone in Taiwan, particularly foreign English teachers, look forward to. It's payday. And with a holiday coming up, 4-day vacation coming up, it's time to get into school, pick up the money, and get on with today's video. Okay, so here it is, my envelope full of cash. Typical way to pick up a salary here in Taiwan. And without any further ado, let's get straight into today's video topic. Salary, wages, cash, money, lifestyle. Today what we're going to talk about is exactly how much a foreign English teacher in Taiwan will earn, and we're going to take a look and see how far it gets us through the month. Okay, so in the middle of making the video, I got a super special phone call from guess who? It's William! The #1 YouTuber in all of the world, right William?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back in a second. That's a perfect interruption into a video, so I just had to include it. William, if you're watching this video, hope you're happy to see yourself on YouTube again. It's a beautiful day outside, so what we're going to do is we're going to go outside, take a walk before class starts, and discuss what's going to happen in today's video. Okay, so a quick 5-minute troll through the Taiwan English teaching Facebook groups throws up a number of jobs available right now. You can literally walk straight off a plane with a passport from one of these 7 countries, I think. And of course you need a bachelor's degree. Any subject is fine. But yeah, with a foreign passport and a degree, you can walk into any one of these jobs. Okay, so salaries range from about $50,000 to $70,000 a month, which doesn't take a mathematical genius to see that the average is about 60,000 Taiwan dollars a month. So it's this number of $60,000 that we're going to use as our starting base to see how far that money lasts us through the month and whether or not we can make any savings. Okay, the first thing that I need to say is that there is definitely 2 different ways to live here in Taiwan. You can choose the Western, more comfortable, but more expensive lifestyle, drinking coffee in places like this, or eating in restaurants like this. Or if you want a more wholesome, fulfilling cultural experience, you can choose the cheaper, local Taiwanese way of living. Eating in places like this and drink coffee in places like this. So this video will show you the balance between the 2, and if you choose one over the other, how you can maybe save more money, or perhaps not, if you want to choose to spend more money. Okay, so if we're going to talk about money, the first thing we have to do is deduct all of the boring overheads, things that we have to pay almost immediately as soon as the salary comes in. First of all, rent. Now my rent is super cheap, just 5,000 Taiwan dollars a month. I live in probably one of the most basic places you can live in. A bedroom and a living room, not much else. I don't even have a kitchen, but it's good enough for me. I spend most of my time at work, just need somewhere to sleep basically. The average rent, probably somewhere in the region of about $8,000. Now that's here in Taichung. You go to Taipei, you're probably going to be looking at maybe double that per person. That's rent. After you've paid your rent, you're looking at electricity bills, gas bills maybe, water. Now super cheap here. I think I pay about $1,500 a month. Super cheap. After I've paid my rent and my bills, I pay my cell phone, mobile phone. That's $1,600 a month, but that's unlimited internet, unlimited 4G. I don't even need Wi-Fi at home. I use my cell phone for everything. Pretty good deal compared to the rates back home. And pretty much the final overhead is just my income tax. Now income tax is a strange one here in Taiwan. I file my own tax returns, sort of kind of like a self-employed kind of thing. And I usually put $2,000 away a month, but at the end of the year, I always end up getting it back somehow. Not sure how, but anyway, tax, just $2,000 a month out of the 60,000. Okay, so that's it with the boring overheads, the rent and the bills. And after all is said and done, I'll do the math down here, but pretty much it leaves us with about $50,000 to get through the rest of the month, enjoy ourselves, and see if we can make some savings. So as you can probably tell from my somewhat pursuit, is that a word? Build, food is one of the most important things that I spend my money on here in Taiwan. So the rest of this video is probably going to focus more on the food, as that's my next biggest expense. If you want to go down the Taiwanese route, which I tend to do Monday to Friday, you'll save a lot more money. If you go down the Western route on food, which I do on Saturday and Sunday, then you're going to spend a little bit more. So the rest of this video is probably going to be focused on the foods that I eat and how much it costs. But as for now, it's still payday. I've got classes to teach. So what I'm going to do is go back to school, get my classes taught Saturday morning tomorrow. So we're going to wake up, go for 3 Western meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Sunday, I'll give you a typical Taiwanese style day, and we'll compare the two and see how much food is going to cost you if you make the move to Taiwan, how much you're going to spend on food. So through the magic of editing, this can only mean going to one place for Saturday morning breakfast, and that is of course Mackie D's.
I'm loving it.
Nothing particularly fancy about this, just a straightforward sausage and egg muffin meal, hash brown, orange juice, 95 Taiwan dollars. Get in my belly. Always a perfect start to the day. Mackie's breakfast. Now, time for lunch. Okay, for my Western lunch, I often find myself here at Pizza Rock, but not for the pizza, for this. A toasted ham and a Havarti cheese sandwich with tomatoes and a can of Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper?
Aye.
Tastes like fizzy Benylin.
Okay, so that's lunch finished, and the best thing about it, at $184, we're still only spending $300 so far, and that's on a Western style lunch. Okay, getting a bit full now, but time to go and get dinner. Let's go. So we just battled our way through the rush hour traffic Saturday evening. Everyone's off on their way out for fun. Now we're going for our Western dinner. The place is right in front of me. Cannot get more Western than this. Probably a little bit too Western, to be honest. TGI Fridays. Let's go in, let's eat. Okay, so probably something that I would never actually eat back home, but like I say, when you're away in Taiwan, when you're away from home, any Western food is a comfort. So here we are in TGI Fridays, and guess what this English guy is going to order. I'll give you 3 guesses, first 2 don't count. I just want the fish and chips with a Sprite.
Sprite? Okay. Is that?
That's it for now, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Fish and chips, of course. Now, it's not exactly anything to rival fish and chips from any half-decent chippy back home, but it kind of works, and it's a luxury that I enjoy. So, let's dig in to TGI Fridays fish and chips. Okay, so that's dinner done. $450, a little pricey, but very much worth it. I even managed to get takeout. So it's nighttime now, it's actually started raining, and I'm on the scooter, which really sucks. Western food day over with, and I think we didn't spend $800. So we're gonna see tomorrow how much we spend on Taiwanese food. But as for now, time to get home in this rain, get to bed, and see you in the morning. Good night. morning everybody and welcome to Sunday morning. Beautiful day. Time to get some Taiwanese food eaten. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Let's go get breakfast. Okay, kind of difficult for me to film here. This breakfast shop is right next to the main road. Hope you can hear me. But I've already ordered my dumpling, black tea, typical Taiwanese breakfast, and total cost 60 Taiwan dollars. Bargain. Let's eat. So that's breakfast. Just a quick walk around the corner. Time to get some lunch. Time for lunch. Awesome little noodle shop just down the road from my house, and I'm gonna eat qi si mian, which Google translates into chicken face noodles. Funny thing is, no chicken in it, no faces in it. And they don't sell drinks here, so they sent me next door to Family Mart, where I picked up a fruit tea. But I wasn't grown up in mine. But I wasn't grown up in mine. But I wasn't grown up. Okay, so that's my Taiwanese lunch done. Including the drink, $95. Probably one of the more expensive noodles that you can eat in Taiwan. But pretty full. But only one more meal to go. On our way to dinner. Woo, let's go. Okay, evening has fallen now, which means only one thing, time for dinner. And while not very typically Taiwanese, it is certainly very Asian. Let's go for some teppanyaki. No, but I wasn't grown up in mine. But I wasn't grown up in mine. But I wasn't grown up in mine. Beef and onions, grilled veg, soup, rice, and a can of Sprite, all for less than $150. Bargain. Teppanyaki meal finished, total price $145. And I have to say I feel a little bit more full than I did yesterday after the TGI Fridays. Okay, back home, let's sum up. Okay, so welcome to my classroom, the place where I do my best work. So I thought it's the perfect place for summing up this video. Okay, so I'm fully aware of how long this video is taking, so let's get straight into it and I'll try to be quick.
That's what she said.
Okay, first, let's draw a big pie chart that represents our $60,000 starting salary. Okay, perfect. Now, back to the overheads that I mentioned at the start of the video. First one, rent, $5,000. Next, bills. Next one, mobile phone, $1,600. And not forgetting tax, $2,000. Okay, so if we put these onto the pie chart, you'll see how much they take up. So first, rent. $5,000 takes up one piece of the pie. Next one, bills, electricity, water, cell phone, and tax. Another $5,000 gone. Okay, so now we've got everything in the pie. We can see that we've got a cool $50,000 still to play with. So let's get on to the point of the video, how much we're going to spend on food. Let's talk food. Okay, so the Western food was $729 for one day. $729 for a day, and the Taiwanese food was just $275 for a day. So if we do that for 30 days, the numbers are going to look something like this. So as you can see, Western food every day is going to cost you almost $22,000 a month. That's somewhat ridiculous and pretty much impossible, to be honest. The Taiwanese food at just over $8,000 is completely doable. But again, you're not getting any of your home comforts, the nice Western food that we all love and crave. And don't forget, both these days are 3 meals a day eating out. So somebody with a kitchen who's cooking at home is probably going to spend less than this anyway. Now, about my situation, what I do is something like this, which gives a much more reasonable $12,790 a month on food. As you can see, 10 days weekends about, and 20 days Monday to Friday. We're only spending about $13,000 on food. Which, in my situation, especially when you factor in the beer and some nights out occasionally, it's about right for what I spend. So, $13,000, let's put that into the pie chart. So, now you can see that the food is in there. You can see our spending has gone to about $23,000, including the balanced Western and Taiwanese food. But it still leaves this huge $37,000 for life, or savings. Of course, I've not factored in some of the day-to-day expenses, such as 7-Eleven coffee, $35. But in Starbucks, $110. A liter of petrol, $25. Fill your scooter, maybe $120. Haircut, $100. Oil change for the scooter, $250. Loaf of bread, $37. 2 pints of milk, $77. 6-pack of beer, $152. Need a new shirt, $199. Need a cheap TV, $5,800. Okay, so all of these other expenses, these depend on what extra things you like to do above and beyond eating. So let's say, for example, we take $17,000 for other. That leaves a huge part here. Now, personally, in my circumstances, this $20,000 gets put in the bank, goes off to South Africa every month. But a single person, no kids, no responsibilities, no debts, you can come to Taiwan, and this $20,000 that I keep for William can 100% be put into savings. Now, thinking back to England, this $60,000, I was earning double this, and there is no way on earth that I will be able to save up to 20,000 Taiwan dollars. So for me, Taiwan makes sense. If you're looking to save money, whether you're coming for a year or for the rest of your future, Taiwan makes sense. So that's it, the end of my video. It was longer than I expected it to be and more difficult to make than I thought, but at least you get to see a good variation of foods that you can eat here in Taiwan, money that you can save, money you can make. But if you're in Taiwan now watching the video and you disagree with anything that I've said, put a comment below. Or if you have any more questions about Taiwan and how much money you can earn, the jobs that are available, please leave a comment, send a message, get in touch, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it.